Hello, hello.
Greetings. Welcome to our quarterly presentation.
That's right.
I don't know what to call it. I'm actually just going to give this over to our Vice President of Sales, Jack Zilla. Jack, you've
Listen,
got a
this is
presentation for us today?
as much as we say RIP Pepis, there is still the Pepis Statistics Department that is here to give you some facts and figures so that when you bet and gamble your hard-earned points, you're making some informed decisions. So let's go through some stats. I've watched a lot of Blur games in the last couple days. I've poured through the data of 9,000 replays, and it's time to find out how Blur performs at Melee.
He's played
Okay.
so much Melee.
So since November of 2020, his win rate on Marth has somewhat declined. He's had some ups and downs, with peaking, of course, in August of 2021. But recently, he's been a little bit on the lower end of the spectrum, right?
He's
So
down
if we look,
abysmal when it comes down to November. Why is that?
I'm not sure, but I'm not. It's not a good sign. We look at this second slide that I've got for you, and this is games played on the x-axis, on the left axis there, and then win rate on the right axis, and that kind of shows you his disproportionate strength and weaknesses in different matches. And I gotta say, Captain Falcon, not looking good.
This is
Not
him playing
looking
against
good.
them, right?
That's right. That's right. His win rate versus Captain Falcon is very low, despite a pretty sizable number of games played.
Can we
If
talk about the x-axis there, or the y-axis a little bit, Jack?
No, we can't.
The
His
scaling
Sheik
looks a little.
matchup is pretty good as far as I'm concerned. And of course, Falco and Fox, decent as much as you could expect,
It's still
with Falcon
55.
being definitely his weakest there.
It's
This
definitely
is win
noticeable.
rate versus games played. So his games played in a given month, right? And I know what you're thinking,
Oh,
Jack.
this is high correlation. Yeah. This
We
is
need to zoom
straight line.
in. We need to zoom in. Okay, I got you. Let's look at his win rate versus the games he's played in a given day. Now, you'll see that the more Blur plays in a given day, the better he does. But today, has he had any warm-up at all? Has he had anything?
Can we focus on the one day that he played 200 something games and just started tanking abysmally?
I don't want to think about what that day looked like for the Crimson Blur.
That's a
I
great
don't want to
day.
think about what he's feeling.
I love this.
So let's dig into that Marth versus Falcon in a number of games per month. So this is how many games he played versus Falcon and then his win rate. You see that the more he plays versus Falcon, the worse he does. So this fact that he's unprepared might actually be a benefit so that he doesn't psych himself into some dog shit strategies versus his nemesis.
There's definitely some alpha to be gained in this chart, betters. You can learn.
Over time, he's gotten worse and worse versus the Falcon matchup, peaking in April of 2021, but also a short peak in December of 2021. So there's some hope there.
Naturally.
And then this is the win rate versus game played on Marth if I remove the outliers, which I'm not going to focus on too much. Now, here's where I really want to zoom in with you here, Chroma, okay?
Oh, this
so
is a
you
big one.
see that on Friday, Blur is strong, okay? We dodged our Thursday slumps. We dodged Monday, some of the worst shit you could ever imagine. We're not hitting those peaks of Sunday, but we are in a comfortable place for the Crimson Blur.
It's
numbers
Blur
say
Day.
that Friday's okay. So
Gotta
repeat
get down
after
on Blur
me.
Day.
The numbers say the Friday's okay.
Right.
Looks like we're going into game. We'll have to come back to this when we come back.
What? I had a bunch of stats that I had.
I don't care.
I definitely did a presentation too, but
You
it
didn't
looks
have as
like we
much
can't
research.
show it. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Did you get the
I
moon
think,
cycle?
did we get words from director? Are we still on slides or are we on gameplay? Because I've got more slides.
I don't want to see gameplay. I want to see slides.
All right, we've got more slides. Here's his win rate versus time of day. Okay, he really peaks in that 3 a.m. zone, and we're a little far from that. Okay, so we're looking at
problems seeing that.
what time is it on the? It's about 3:30 p.m. That's not his worst time.
4:30.
That's pretty good.
4:30.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Okay. Yeah, 4:30. I mean, there are definitely worse. We could be 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. Blur. That's not good. But here's where it gets tricky, folks at home. Here's where it gets a little scary. Blur performs best.
Oh, what is it right now?
On the full moon. We're in the third quarter.
What phase? Third quarter.
This is his weakest quarter of the moon.
Oh no.
Phase.
Oh no.
This is his weakest time.
This is bad.
And here's the thing. If you think this is just an artifact of Blur playing at night, no. He actually plays at night a smaller percentage than night is as a percentage of our time overall. Blur is not a night owl. And yet when we dig in, when the full moon is out, and folks at home, I poured through the data. I poured through the statistics. I looked up the times that in Santa Monica, California, the full moon was out and the Blur pops off. during the
Are you
full moon.
controlling for moon size here? The moon does get bigger and smaller in real life.
I did chroma.
Oh, wow.
But here's the question, chat. And
That
here's why I
y-axis.
would advise you to put your points against the
It's
blur.
flawless.
Tonight's no full moon. Tonight's a third quarter. And after he has finished rampaging as the werewolf he is, Blur is weaker, more vulnerable, and dog shit versus Falcon.
Dog shit versus Falcon.
And that's the way that goes. Let's watch the set.
Thank you, Jack. That's some great data. I was supposed to get data from Slime. I asked him. He sent me a video of two horses being friends with each other. So I didn't get that. So I went to his Colorado friends who snitched on him. So I have a lot of good stats here. Let's see. Let's see. Slime was almost JV5 by Holka at EVO 2015. That doesn't sound like it's right. Let's see here. His first loss in SoCal was me. I remember that. That was wild. He used to pay in Pop-Tarts for rides to the colleges he would host locals at. And he used to taco match instead of money matches because there was a taco place nearby. And that was better than losing a bunch of money. Slime has a 172% win rate against AIM and Aiden Gaming. And has actually never lost any sort of stock even, if I'm seeing this right. And that Aiden is a coward. This goes on for about another 7 pages, actually. But we'll see. Yeah, should be a good match.
Yeah, should be a good match. Hope you all at home are entertained and ready to see some good melee.
Oh, yeah. Everyone throw all of your points. All right, it looks like Slime is opening up Falcon. Smart move. Blur, one of the greats of all time. He is one of the players of Melee, and Slime is also one of the players of Melee.
In fact, one of the most players of Melee, as many people have pointed out. These two have some of the most Melee that anybody could have.
When we were tracking in-person sets that occurred, I think Slime had gone to so many tournaments that he was in the top 10 of most sets lost.
And one of the most Googled players on Smash's like various wikis.
Well, that makes sense to me. Monday through Monday. Slime, no shirt. That's very dangerous. It's cold out, and Blur's coming with the freezer.
Wow.
Nice edge guard, but can he do this? This reminds me of the classic set, Blur versus Combination Festival at the SoCal Arcadian, where he was actually down 3 stocks to 1, and then he hit so many buttons and aerialed about 27 times in a row, and he won.
Blur hitting buttons?
Yeah. Blur loves to swing. He loves to move. He loves to swing. And if he starts feeling himself, we could actually have an issue here.
Yeah.
He's confident. He's cornering Slime. Slime's in trouble. He missed the edge.
Blur's
Blur hit the
APM
layup.
is actually decently high at 300 actions per minute. Is that decently high? I actually don't know.
I don't know what counts anymore. People figured out you can just hit the stick a bunch of times and
I don't think Blur is doing that. I don't think he's fudging the numbers. Oh!
Big damn. So Slime's emotional state is going to be a big player in this match. He is a Merculiar player, plays with his heart, plays with his cojones, and we'll see if he overheats.
Cojones means balls, for those of you at home.
It does mean testicles, Jack. That is a good point. Uh-oh. Blur goes for something that he saw in a Kadoran video. Does not hit it.
What's the thing he saw in the Kadoran video, for those of us that haven't seen that Kadoran video?
He actually taught Kadoran that in 2008, as it turns out. But he's forgot it already. And Slime hits a gentleman and runs into reverse up tilt. How does he get out of this infinite?
This is pretty good gameplay from the Crimson Blur.
Yeah.
After a disastrous Melee and Air performance in which he mixed up February and January of a given year.
He came to win money today.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Blur, in his heyday in the 2013-2014 era, was, he was an Arcadian contender. That's for sure. By the chalk, Slime is actually, he's got a battle to face. But these days, it's always hard to say.
Yeah. They've played once before for stakes, right?
I think so. What was it, the I can beat you 20 times in a row match?
That's right. And I believe the lore there is that Slime, mercurial as he is, as you described, was beating him so hard that he started to style and then accidentally threw a game.
And that's actually going to be a big difficulty in a best of 9 or first of 5 or however it is you want to call it. It's possible
I'll say first
Slime,
to 5.
Yeah, if Slime
Or
does
avoiding
a good
4
combo
losses.
here, that's bad. Blur. He could tech chase. Oh, good slip off by Slime. He's going to survive because Falcon can take a million %. The game is even now.
I actually can't believe that some of these jumps by Blur aren't getting punished by Slime. I think he's got to find a way to kind of call out that movement, especially around the platforms. Oh my God.
That's actually
there it is.
enough. That's game 1, and we take
I was like,
those.
Blur's gameplay around this platforms is not safe. I don't know how he's surviving with it.
It was looking so good for Blur, and then all of a sudden, Falcon did a big knee, and then the game was over.
So Shirts versus Skins. Skins take a game 1. Let's see how we go.
Oh, Blur almost does the Blur combo that he invented in 2002.
I do like it when Marth pretend that they're doing that down air hitbox on purpose.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. No mistakes here. Use only. All right, we let an F smash out neutral, and Blur rolls away. Smart. Keep away.
When I watched a bunch of Blur sets versus Falcon, I actually noticed that he's really good at punishing the side B. And if you ever listen to Slime's commentary, he has a kind of sixth sense about when Falcons want to side B at Marth. So I'm going to be looking out for that in particular in these couple games, because I don't think he's gotten hit by too many yet.
I gotta say, the quality has declined a little bit here.
Yeah, that's what we see in the statistics, that the more Blur plays, the worse he does. So that is a definite risk.
Slime giving that away for the fans. Slime actually the biggest homie stalker of all time. He always thinks it's cool and loves it when people throw away their stocks.
Yeah.
He views it as a sign of friendship, and he's
in
really
melee. If you have Apple stock, throw it away. Ooh. So that's the first side B, but that was really good positioning for Slime, right? Blur has his back to him. He's really
Blur's
close.
Dead. Incredible. Blur got caught reaching there on the grab, and he died at 12.
Yeah.
As is his right. And look at that, ledge dash up tilt. Who was complaining about that on Twitter yesterday? I don't know.
He actually has pretty good hack stashes. I've watched him in some of the VODs do it repeatedly for minutes at a time when he's being camped. By the way, shout-outs to Frosty, who was a real jerk to Blur in a lot of their online matches that I watched.
He saw a lot of how much pain did
a lot of them.
Oh my God, did he ledge dash up smash? Blur giving that red Marth side B. We love to see it.
There it is, the punish on the side B.
Oh no, and the layup
Get away with that so easy. Oh, but then he immediately does it again.
Yep, he got like, thrown 5 times. Another SD from Slime. He's gonna full charge that. Gotta respect it. Good to see Slime staying happy and enjoying this. He's gonna tech a bunch.
I can't believe he just kept checking.
I thought he was kind of doing it on purpose at some point to illustrate the futility of getting out of Marth's combos.
Yeah, there's a lot of futility in this game, really.
They go from like these really good shield grab baits to kind of being in the middle of the stage like that.
Right.
Oh, big combo. Can Blur finish this off and even the set, or will something terrible happen? He's got it.
Yeah.
Blur's upset. Blur knows that he can play 15 times better than that if the moon were just a little bit more full or in a different phase.
I want you to know, audience at home, this is Blur at his weakest. The third quarter and the full moon completely covered. His werewolf powers are not even close to being activated at this time.
He doesn't look happy about that. Slime, on the other hand, has definitely been embracing the waste man lifestyle. And he looks pretty cheery, all things considered. He looks in good spirits. He looks happy to be playing melee, and, you know, we love to see that.
There's definitely a fire that comes from feeling the sweat drip down your, shirtless body that can really help you out in the melee game. Oh, Blur upset about that one.
I saw Mewtwo do the first part of that, and then not the second part.
Yeah, that did. His expression was exactly the same as when Mewtwo was getting wobbled in that very famous set. Just a feeling of sadness.
I see more anger in Blur, determination. He knows he's better than Ken, and Isaiah, and PC Chris.
And you know what? All he's got to do is try.
Okay, Slime. Edge canceling the up B. Tech chase scenario, and Blur is somehow going to pick this up. Incredible. Slime knows.
I actually think Slime legitimately needs to stop side B.
No. I think it's only good if he just keeps doing it for 9 straight games. Just wear down your opponent.
Yeah, rabbit season.
That's it. We're holding down.
Oh, I actually so love that up air choice instead of down air. Most Marth's down air there to continue the kind of tech combo.
Just looks like Blur's in the driver's seat for huge amounts of this match. Let's see if he can pick this up. Oh, not again.
I have no idea how that missed. Maybe the frame rate is weird on this Discord, but that was a glorious recovery.
Blur wouldn't miss that on land. I know that.
That's right.
This percentage just about even, I would have to say. Perhaps slight Falcon advantage.
Yeah.
See if Slime can take advantage.
He's got to jump out there. Yeah, he doesn't need to this time. But earlier on, he keeps doing these edge guards where he just wants to gamble on the forward smash. Oh, no. Oh, my God.
And Slime is absorbing his energy like some sort of vampire gremlin. Every time something bad happens to Blur, Slime attains more power.
Yeah, I think he definitely senses the extraterrestrial kind of nature of being a werewolf, and it makes him happy.
Big combo from Blur. Look at him! And that did not hit. That was hitting some punch. Oh my God, Slime. Slime trying to prey on that ledge dash up tilt, but fair this time. He's off stage.
I can't. That was a little bit of a weak punish. Yeah.
Blur
seems unprepared for the gifts that are being handed to him. I feel like that's like a constant story, and Slime is taking every gift with a smile.
That's a good way to put it. Blur seems like a man who has never been given anything in his life.
That's right.
Melee.
He's the patsy.
He is. He's the Washington Wizards or whatever the... Wait, no, Washington Wizards is a real team. Washington Generals? Who plays the Globetrotters? It's Blur.
Yeah. What's the opposite of a Globetrotter is the real question here. Chat, put your answers in and we'll read one out on the air.
Blur actually making it back off the ledge pretty well, even when Slime is terrifying him with the hitboxes. Can Slime get this edge guard? Well done. Jumps around Marth, and it's an even game, which of course means Falcon's up by about 2 stocks.
It's hard to get out of your head all those moments where you just disastrously failed and threw away your stocks, as Blur has many times in this game. So let's see how this last stock goes.
Will the heart of the gambler be enough to overcome Blur's white-hot intensity? He's going to go for it. Oh, he's off stage to stop. Good spacing by Blur. Get him staying outside of shield grab range.
I love this pressure. That was just nice. The jumping, though. He's still doing this jumping around the platform. He's got to win here.
Oh, no.
Slime's going to call it out.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. No tech.
I tell you, looking at the cameras after the game, I could not tell you who won. Because it doesn't seem like it was Blur. But he does. He takes a 2-1 lead in this set. Slime very smartly going for it all and gets punished summarily. But
I still don't trust that Blur can win until he takes off his shirt. Chrono? That's just the truth.
That's what it's going to take. Blur is not engaged to Shikai, as they say in Naruto. A popular ping-pong anime.
Never seen it.
That's alright. I like Blur's tech chasing by running the exact opposite direction of the other guy.
There was something that Free Palestine once told me when I did that too, and he said, "Why aren't you going after me?" I said, "Just go after me."
I'm afraid of him. He's gonna hit me somehow. I don't know.
You have to get through that fear. You already hit him. What's so different about hitting him again?
I love Slime, and I think he can win this set, but I don't remember the last time that he's solidly won neutral.
Yeah.
There we go. Get him off the ledge.
I think he's got in his head this idea that I can win at any time. And once you have that idea in your head, you're actually very vulnerable. Or very strong. This commentary is meaningless at this point.
It's basically like you think you're going to get the essay done, and you don't focus on the fact that it's 4 a.m., you've had like 5 shots of Patron, you don't know what class it is, but you know in your heart that you can do it. And that's what's important.
Yeah, as I was describing it, I was like, I've thought this to myself many times and failed many classes and wasted a lot of money following that thought that I could just do it when I want to.
And that's
sometimes that's not how it goes.
I gotta say, Blur's punish game, it sparkles sometimes. Down air, Blur invented that combo.
We call that the Blur combo. We call that
the Blur combination. Slime running around the stage stomping. I think that's actually very smart.
Yeah. We've seen it work many times. What's the 2 plays that people think of when they think of melee? It's Wombo combo, and did he just walk forward and down smash? How could those plays be bad?
Man, Blur's just jabbing in the middle of the stage now. He's letting him know.
This is a very huge reversal from these two's history. Blur being the taunter, Blur being in control. Blur off the full moon performing like this is just an exceptional testament to the development of medical science over the past few years.
I'm going to say it. Action in the chat was 2-1 Slime. They had Blur as a basically 2-1 dog in this match.
I can't reject the Vegas odds. The stats and the history were against the Crimson Blur here, but he seems to have been emboldened by his, again, abject and demoralizing failure in melee and air.
Throw out hitboxes across the stage, and Slime runs in with another hitbox. Actually had a kill there. Does not get it. Up air, up air. Look at Blur. A genius. Oh, no edge guard. That's okay.
And I pose a question to you, Chroma, as this game nears its end. If Slime were to lose a third game in this matchup, do you think he would consider a Falco change? Or is he ride or die?
I think that... Man, I've seen Slime quadruple down so many times, I don't know what to think about that. I've seen him down abysmal. I've seen him in the chasms, in the depths, but still believing that he can win. And he has the heart of a champion. Look at that knee. Look at that knee.
Look at the second knee.
I think a good indication for Slime is the psychic damage he's clearly doing to Blur, really, when anything possible happens. Like when Blur does something bad or good or even. Oh! Hits him with the Millionaire. Runs across F smashes. He thinks it's Armada. He had the right answer that time.
Who's the gambler now? That was a real gamble.
That was a big one. We didn't expect Blur to swing like this. We're seeing prime Blur, and we're seeing Slime. I can't think of a rhyme, but he looks pretty relaxed.
You could go with alliteration whenever you're struggling with a rhyme. Just a quick commentary tip for those of you at home.
Alliteration. The hallmark of any story about the American South.
Oh, these side Bs, you cannot do that. It appears that Slime has not done his research on the Crimson Blur.
Blur's actually, you're totally right. He is on every one of those side Bs, which means he's got to keep doing them because they're going to work in about Game 7. When Blur's just been exhausted.
I got to tell you something. When I saw that Blur forward smash at the end of the last game, do you know what it made me think, Chroma? This is a man...
Of freedom, of liberty.
This is a man who is no longer scared of his opponent's punish game. Because if he misses that forward smash, the only way it's actually a real risk is if Slime can kill him at 0. He just doesn't believe it.
When you play against Falcon, you have no life. Oh no, Slime!
Oh no.
Oh no, he's really just trying to get any sort of juice in there. And here we go, we've got some juice. This is about momentum. This set is about deep momentum. And the phase of the moon and the heart of the gambler.
That's right.
Can Slime do this? It's looking rough. It's looking like this is
another side B.
Yeah. But this is where Blur's at his best, when he's just walling you out and throwing a bunch of hitboxes. Look at him dash attack like he's Mewtwo King. Shield grab like he's Mewtwo King. Tech chase with down smash like he's Kadoran.
And believe in himself like he's the Crimson Blur.
We're seeing all the best Marths fused into one right now.
Yeah. Imagine if Zane had 10%.
He power shielded it.
I mean, at this point, it's Slime in the corner, Blur holding center stage, or even the far side of the stage, and Slime thinking that side B is a neutral move. It isn't. Unless you're trying to win in the last stock last game.
He's got to hit his bread and butters, and he's got to play. He's got to hit him.
Yeah, I love that.
We love to see people wait that one out.
I think if he can keep Blur grounded and go for those kind of reads where he does the short hop and then the fast fall into knees, he's actually gotten a lot of traction from that exact setup. Oh,
and he runs in and F smashes a bunch of times. It's gonna do really well. Look at him swing. He's jumping. He's swinging.
This is a huge moment for werewolves out there. If you think that you can only perform on the full moon, come and watch the Blur absolutely shredding it in the third quarter. If you are out there and you're thinking, Jack, we're just not strong enough unless the moon is out bright and I feel myself turning into a feral wolf, watch the Crimson Blur and start to believe in yourself once again.
And now Slime will try. Now he's ready. Look at him. He's only stomping the tech chase. I don't know why, but it's going to be pretty good if it hits. All right, up throw, knee. Okay, good. He's using other moves. But the side B again. Blur's ready. I think he might need to stop doing it for a bit.
Just for a little bit.
You know, I'll throw a rock a lot of times and lose the paper. But, you know, fool me 15 times. Shame on you. Why are you throwing paper that many times?
I like paper. Stats.
Oh! Hit him with the Silent Spectre.
So I'm going to hit you with the one other angle where we could go from here, right? Which is Slime once challenged Blur to the first to 20, right? I believe I could win 20 games in a row, to be precise.
That's right.
Maybe he's setting himself up to say, I can win 4 in a row, right here, right now, under the pressure.
4 is less than 20. Look at him go! Oh,
Nope.
he went way too far. That's not gonna hunt.
I look at him go down there, and for
Yeah.
a split second, I believe in him. I'm like, he knows something I don't. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, I just did the math real quick on that, and I said, oh no. But for that split moment, before I thought about it, when my heart was still in it, I felt great. Oh, look at him.
Hard, Chroma.
He's playing. Get him nervous.
Oh.
And there we go. He was, uh-oh. Was he holding back the whole time? Was he tiring Blur out? Was he waiting for the moon to get
The
even
side
smaller?
B hits at last. No! Oh, no.
Dash attack
I actually
this time.
love that up smash. I don't know if it was an accident, but Blur
Probably
does come
dash
down from the
attack.
platform right there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow!
Woo! Oh no! It's reversed. He's got the momentum. He's strong.
Yeah, let us
Nobody
know if you
beats
believe that
Slime 5
Slime is
times in
just
a row.
playing. This is a terrifying place to be in if you are the Crimson Blade.
Yeah, there is no safe stage counter pick to go to. Uh-oh. I think Slime is now realizing, please do not side B. Do not do it. But he can't stop his heart. He's not going to shield jump that. That's good. Marth wins anyway. Oh, Blur just upset that down smash tech chase is just not tippering the way that you want it to. Kadoran makes it look so good and easy.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was Logan who once told me, you know, you got to look at every player's rhythm. When they go in, how many times they count. And these guys are counting to one.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see that.
Those are some of my favorite songs, Chroma. One
time.
Sing along at home.
When there's gonna be no there's gonna be no meter cancel today.
I mean, Blur did miss like 5 of those in the first 2 games and a couple more in the game since. Calling it out and just hard saying you actually aren't sweet spotting like half the time, and taking those stocks is the difference between winning the set and losing it.
It really is, and it might make a big difference here. Oh,
I actually think that's so huge against almost every Marth player. Like you look at the Big House Mango versus Zane. A lot of that set was just Mango getting him on his poor sweet spotting.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big weakness. Why would you? Oh, he went for nipple? Did you go for nipple there?
I think he might have gone for nipple.
Yeah, well, you gotta respect it. That actually would have sent him at a good angle and killed. All right. Can Slime make something of the stock, or is it all Blur time again? Blur nairs right out of the corner. Slime gets hit, and Blur hits the layup this time. 3 stocks to 2. It's looking pretty bad for our Falcon hero as he almost gets hit again.
That's a free stock, but there's...
And look, you just cannot side B versus him.
No.
I don't know. I think he can try it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to work. He's thinking about it. Oh,
if you haven't caught on, I'll agree to anything you say right here.
I love the yes and mentality. I love to see it. Okay. Tech chase situation again for Blur. Unfortunately, the platform was the only reason he didn't get that. Can he hit this edge guard? Big one. And he's starting to hit the layups now. This was big. He was not hitting those for a while. And Slime is running out of time very quickly.
He's deep in the corner.
He is. Oh, big knee. Grab. Oh. I've been watching Blur hit the emergency exit button a lot with that up B, and it's actually paying off, but absurdly dangerous.
I feel like Slime is still rolling so hard.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes for the nair.
Monster knee. He has to close this edge guard out. Grab the ledge. Don't do this. Don't do this.
No!
The miss, and he grabs side B again.
Oh, no.
Big reverse. Oh,
okay,
no.
51%. That's enough budget, but just barely. Just barely. For Slime to bring this.
Jumps. Trying to jump at Slime and almost gets up air a million times. 3 side Bs, and it's up B. I'm sorry, it's side B.
He's going for it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
He feels nothing.
Yeah, Slime feels no emotions in his heart right now.
Very scary position.
I can't believe he upbeat at that spot. And he Falcon kicks into the stage. Blur with enough time to pick it up.
That's just side B with extra steps from the sky.
That down smash once again does not sweet spot. He's jumping up the stage. Why are you doing this, Blur?
Oh my God. Slime praying.
One time, God.
Is he gonna catch it his one time against the Blur? I couldn't believe it if I ever heard it. Oh, Blur gets
Blur with
behind him.
Beautiful cross up. He's going to get the mute king. He just starts jabbing the wrong way. That's not good.
A
Oh, why
side
does he side B? And that's it. Blur takes it home 5-2. I don't think they know that the set is over. I think they're lost in the sauce.
Yeah, I think they keep going. I think these two
keep
battle
going. I think they keep going.
until
No
the
one
end of
tell 'em.
times. The ancient prophecies, they spoke of, it was about these two just endlessly eating the tail.
I think what I liked was all the times where I thought Blur was going to do the cliche Marth thing. So they're back throw and they're DIing in and you F smash, and then he just jabs the other way to let him know, you're not winning.
Yeah.
You can't beat me. Well, we saw some melee.
We did see some melee.